Hey everybody, this is iLad, and we're back for another episode of Starmade. In our last episode, we built this freaking huge shipyard. No, it's not freaking huge, but it's rather large. We built this rather large shipyard. Well, we beat this upwards of medium size. Anyway, today we're going to put it to some good use and start designing a replacement for my shot all to pieces miner over there. It's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, it's going to be tougher. Let's go. Alright, so here we are, and we, through the shipyard, have access to creative. Oh my gosh, I miss this so much. I was getting a little out of hand. I'd build a little bit, and then have to go mine, then build a little bit, then have to go craft. It was getting old. So I'm super happy that I don't have to deal with that mess anymore. So, what we're going to do today is get into building the bridge of our new ship. So we're going to go ahead and knock out just sort of the command center, right? I'm probably not even going to enclose the bridge. We're going to take this ship design one piece at a time and just kind of, think about it one component, one stage, one function at a time, instead of kind of going at it haphazardly like I did my original design. Alright, so you can kind of see the idea that I had for how to integrate the ship's core. This, for me, is always one of the toughest designing challenges, is just making that decision. Like, how am I going to put it in? Where's it going to go? How's it going to integrate? Maybe that's dumb, but that's where I am. So in this case, I'm going to have it sort of in this back sort of tactical ops area of the bridge. It's facing this sort of like holographic display looking thing, and I'm gonna actually step down the bridge a little bit, so I'm gonna have a reasonable walkway around the table, and then we're gonna actually drop down to probably about this level right here, and this is going to be where the command chair and most of the other stations would be located. So it's pretty simplistic. It's not all that elaborate compared to some bridges I've seen people do, but I think it's going to look really nice once it's all done. So I'm going to hop back into that, and we'll see what we can do with it. Alright, and for once, I'm actually going to test something ahead of time. Like, hey, I'm on the floor here. Can I actually get around and... Hot dog! Look at that. That actually works. Beautiful. Alright. Okay, guys, here we are. Here's the bridge. So we come out of the ship core, or whatever, and got our big holographic display. I need to tweak this, make it a little more decorative. I'll probably add some consoles kind of surrounding this table. But we've got our little computer core going on here, and then of course got our faction block up there. We come around and we have this nice little balcony sort of overlooking the bridge. It's got a good panoramic view of whatever's in front of the ship. There's some side windows as well for additional viewing pleasure. You come down these little ramps and you've got easy access to the captain's chair. Let's see, and when we're sitting in the chair, we're going to have a view very similar to this right here. Yeah. You can tell there's some more stuff down in there on either side. I can't really figure out if there's a good way of sort of blocking that view, but I don't think I care that much. Nothing really in front of the captain's chair, just a little bit of lighting going on. I'll probably replace that with a different configuration. Then we come down these little chairs, or sorry, these little ramps to either side of the captain's chair, and we've got our operations area down here with lots of different stuff going on. These consoles will be tied, or at least some of them will be tied into like functional elements of the ship. And then off the back here, we've got this railing in this open space, and what's going to happen there is the ops area is going to overlook the cargo space. This is first and foremost a mining ship. It's industrial in nature. So it's going to have this big sort of cargo area down here, maybe with some interesting stuff going on with that. I don't know yet. Yeah, and it's all pretty much going to be one functional area. You'll have to go somewhere else to actually get down into it, though. I'm not going to give direct access from the bridge to the cargo. Now, I know I said I wasn't likely to enclose the bridge right away, and it's not fully done, but like at some point I had to figure out, okay, is this interior viable? I can actually attach that to an exterior that kind of makes sense. And it's not the prettiest thing I've ever done, but I think it works. I think it works all right. I hate these artifacts, but there's really, I've got heptas and tetras on the outside here, and we would need a whole new block geometry if we were going to avoid having this mess on the inside here. So we're going to live with this. I might play with a couple options to see if I can get it looking a little better, but probably that's not going to happen. But yeah, I think this is a pretty reasonable interior. I really do love the view from right here as well as from the captain's chair. So I think we're in good shape. You can tell that it's a good bit bigger than the bridge view, or the cockpit from the miner that I'm replacing. So clearly, we're scaling way up. I do kind of like the. See, now I'm going to second guess myself and think, should I have done more of that sort of overhanging shape, the overbite, instead of the big dome on the front? I don't know. Oh, I see some other mistakes I made here. Let me. I don't know how I didn't notice that sooner. So let's see, right there, and right there. That's better. Maybe I should have done an overbite. Alright, so before I convert all this to glass, this is the basic structure of my Overbite cockpit. I can't say I love it, but I think once the glass is replacing all the yellow hull, I think it'll look a lot better. I don't usually do the whole build with solid and then replace thing, even though I probably should. But in this case, I was working with a little more complicated shape than I normally mess with, and I thought, yeah, let's do it. Well, there it is, folks. I commented earlier how hard it is to get rid of all the artifacts on glass. Well, it's worse. There's nothing I can do about it. I took my time and really tried to smooth it out, and you can see where that got me. Yeah. Whatever, it's fine. It'll be alright. I do have a little skylight up here. You probably improve on that, but whatever. Let's leave it. The exposed computer stuff and lights on the outside are going to get covered up. Don't you worry about that. I'm just not 100% sure what that's going to look like yet, so I'm going to leave them for now. And I think that's what I have to say about this. So in the next episode, we're going to be extending the length of the ship and adding some kind of functionality. Maybe roughing in the cargo bay a little bit, or doing some other interiors. I'm not quite sure yet. But tune in, and if you want to be sure you don't miss that video, you might consider slapping the subscribe button just very lightly, you know, the way that it likes. And yeah, hope to see you next time. Y'all take care. Bye bye.